up on Spirit of King.
Crozier was a cloistered campus located on a hilltop. It was so peaceful. One major thing I liked about Crozier is that the dormitory where I resided was completely landscaped. On Sundays at Crozier, I would sometimes preach at a local church, and I would categorize the young women according to their looks. Now, a lightweight sister was not too good, but a doctor was a knockout. Are there any doctors in this house? I then chose Boston University School of Theology to pursue my PhD. It was at Boston that I enjoyed good food, the opera, and constant companionship.
A choir member enters and passes him. He gives her the eye.
My best friend at Boston was a fellow Morehouse man, Philip Leonard. His daddy was a Baptist minister too, so we had a lot in common. Leonard and I moved in together. He cooked and I washed the dishes.
As Spirit of King takes on role of Martin, voice of Philip Leonard is heard Boston.
Brother King, leave those dishes alone and come on and eat. Your pig feet's getting cold.
All right, Leonard. I just have one more pot to clean.
I just got one foot in the pot for you, and it's looking mighty good to me. Oh, I'm debating about cooking up some chitlins tomorrow. I think I'm going big crazy.
Martin becomes Spirit of King and then
It was fun for a while, but I soon became bored with bachelor life. So, to correct this problem, I met with Mary Powell, a close married friend of mine, for lunch. If you want to know anything about anybody, ask Mary.
Mary Powell enters as Spirit of King becomes Martin.
King, could you help me with my sweater, please?
Oh, yes, of course. I don't remember you wearing a sweater.
I really enjoyed lunch. I felt almost unmarried.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Mary, what I want to talk to you about.
You won't believe what happened to me in the ladies' room.
What happened?
Well, I was touching up my makeup in the mirror, and I reached in my purse for my lipstick and started to do my lips when I saw an image in the mirror besides my own. And it was a whole lot lighter, if you get my meaning. She had this look of shock on her face. So I calmly turned around and said, "Excuse me, ma'am, how did you get in here? Don't you know this room is off limits to you people? Now, I understand that when you gotta go, a sister's gotta go, but honey, this is colored restroom, and I'm sure if you take another look in the mirror, you will see that your tan is just not deep enough to pass. King, that woman got out of there so fast, she dropped her sweater. Ain't it nice?"
Mary.
Well, I tried to give it back to her, but she didn't want it. It was contaminated. Yes, honey, and it was contaminated on me.
Mary, I need to talk to you before your bus comes.
Oh, all right. I gotta get dinner ready.
Mary, I'm about to get cynical.
You about to get what?
I'm not happy right now.
Oh, what's wrong, honey?
I hear you talk about your marriage, and frankly, I'm a little jealous.
Well, it's all right, but ain't no need to.
Mary, I'm not finished. What I'm trying to say is that I'm bored with bachelor life.
Well, darling, I'm taking.
I've met a few girls, but none I'm particularly fond of. Do you happen to know anybody who's nice and attractive?
Well, oh yes. What about Martha Jones?
You mean Martha Jones that dances the jitterbug?
Yes, you know her?
I dated her once, a long time ago.
So?
I'm not looking for a dancer right now. Anybody else?
What about a singer?
I'm serious, Mary.
I am too. Her name is Coretta Scott.
I'm sorry, Mary. What is she like?
Oh, she's a nice girl, and she's really pretty. But I don't think she's right for you.
Why is that?
Well, she doesn't go to church.
She doesn't go to church. What's her phone number?
Now, you can call this main office at this conservatory if you have any problem. Oh, there's my bus. I gotta go.
Put in a good word for her, okay, Mary?
I will. I'll call her. Bye-bye, honey.
She exits. Spirit of King, narrated.
I called her on a cold February evening in 52. Yes, I'd like to speak to Miss Coretta Scott, please. Thank you.
Phone rings. Coretta enters, young and dressed in 50s style.
Watch my room for me, okay, Beth? Hello?
Hello, Coretta Scott.
Yes? Who is this?
This is Martin Luther King Jr.
Who?
This is Martin Luther King Jr.
I'm glad you are. Now, if you would excuse me, I have some work to do.
No, don't hang up. A mutual friend of ours told me about you.
Oh, and who was that?
Mary Powell.
Oh, you're the one.
Yes, my sweet.
My sweet.
I've heard some wonderful things about you.
All good, I hope.
Oh, yes, every Napoleon has his Waterloo. I'm like Napoleon at the Waterloo before your charms.
How can you say that? You haven't seen me yet.
I know I haven't seen you yet, but your reputation has exceeded you. By the way, how's the church down there?
I beg your pardon?
How do you comb your hair?
How do I comb my hair? Listen, I have a lot of studying to do.
Look, I really would like to meet you and talk some more. Perhaps we could have lunch tomorrow or something like that.
Really? I don't know.
I have a green Chevy that usually takes me 10 minutes to make the trip from BU, but tomorrow I'll do it in 7.
All right, Mr. King. I would be delighted to meet you for lunch, only if you promise to have me back early. I have a recital to attend.
I promise. I'll see you then. Until we meet. Bye now.
Bye.
She exits. Martin becomes Spirit of King.
We had lunch in an old cafeteria with a cold rain falling outside. I looked over so intently that she became self-conscious. I liked her hair. It was cut in full bangs with a natural curl, and she had a shy, pretty little smile. I could sense a degree of self-esteem. I recall her telling me that she was on a music scholarship at the New England Conservatory and how much she wanted to become a professional singer. I really did like her hair. She was from a small farm just outside of Marion, Alabama. On my way back, I told her that she had everything I ever wanted in a wife. There were only 4 things, and Coretta had them all. Character, intelligence, personality, and beauty. I had to see her again, and I did. That summer, I introduced Coretta to my entire family, and I made it clear to Daddy that I was going to marry Coretta and nobody else. Indirectly, of course.
There is a projection of King's and Coretta's wedding.
Finally, Daddy came around and gave us his blessing. Daddy married Coretta and I on the lawn of her parents' home in June of 53. Now, because there were no bridal suites for people of color in the South, we spent our wedding night in a funeral parlor, which was owned by a friend of Coretta's family. But that night, I was very much alive. Bless God. We then rented a 4-room apartment in Boston and resumed our studies. Coretta was completing work at the Music Conservatory, so I took on some of the household responsibilities.
He becomes Martin, takes off coat, picks up feather duster, dusts while humming Precious Lord. Loretta enters, dressed in a
Take
winter
my
coat,
hand,
music books,
lead
and
me
April in hand.
on. Let me
Tiptoes up behind Martin and puts her hands over his eyes.
Not now. My wife hasn't left yet.
Martin!
Hi, it's on you.
Oh, you. Honey, I got this apron for you, so you won't get your pants dirty.
Now, Coretta, you know I can't wear one of them things.
Come on!
Puts it around him.
Don't you look cute? I'm gonna get the camera.
Don't you dare.
Come on, honey.
I'll take it off.
Oh, all right. But keep it on, okay? It will save us on the cleaning bills.
Well, now, you are concerned about expenses.
Of course I am. You like this coat? I just got it.
Coretta, you know we can't afford that.
It was a gift from Mary.
Whoa. Mary Powell?
Yes, so relax.
Well, all I can say is, don't be surprised if some woman walks up to you on the street and claims it. What time do you think you'll be getting back?
You know how my Thursdays go, but it's your night to cook.
That's right, which reminds me, I gotta go to the store.
May I guess the menu?
You may.
Smothered pork chops, cabbage, and pig's feet. Martin, do we have to have pig's feet this Thursday?
I tell you what, I'll just put one foot in the pot for me.
You know, sometimes I think I'm married to Red Fox. What am I gonna do with you?
Oh, I can think of a few things, but I think you'll make it to class.
I just might take you up on that.
Hold on now. Let me get a grip on the situation.
King kisses her passionately with only her school books keeping them from being even closer. The books fall and hit Coretta's toe. She reacts,
What happened?
The book hit my toe.
Hold on, I got you.
picks her up, sits up on the bench, and removes her shoe.
Does it still hurt?
I think it's all right.
King tickles her foot.
Martin, stop! You know I'm ticklish.
He grabs her. They embrace.
I pray it will always be like this.
It will.
Let's watch.
Coretta, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Oh, I gotta go.
Comically gets books from the book.
Coretta, shoot.
Oh, thanks, honey.
She puts on her shoe.
Love you. See you tonight. And remember, no pig's feet for me.